Hello, hi, welcome everybody. How are you doing today? All right, first off, let me welcome you to this summer session. And let me tell you, there was some technical issue, there was some difficulty, and we ended up on the wrong link. All right, so I apologize for that. And I thank you so much for waiting here. All right. Good morning, everybody. Do tell me if you guys are excited and do tell me how much musty you are doing this summer. Okay. So, thank you so much for waiting. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. And whenever there is technical difficulty from our side, I hope you guys go ahead with it. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go. Okay. So, with this, let's get started with the session. And oh, I can see so many guys are here. So, Rajaram is here, Saroj is here. Hi, Saroj. Good morning, Ashutosh. Good morning, DK Kumar. Good morning, Tilakansha. Tamanna is here. Awesome. Sanjay, hello. Good morning. And everything's good, right? No technical issues now. You are able to see me, hear me. Everything good? Give me a thumbs up right now if you are able to see me and hear me. Okay? All right. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Hayat. Hi, Biswa. You guys are okay. You guys are amazing. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started very quickly. Now, let me quickly show you right here the schedule for English sessions. Okay. Now, every Saturday we are meeting for English sessions in the English page and in the Hindi page also. If anybody out here is interested in Hindi sessions, we meet every Wednesday for Hindi sessions. Okay. Hindi sessions Wednesday ko hote hain. So let me show you very quickly the schedule for Hindi sessions also if somebody is interested. All right. Now that we have this sorted, let's quickly go ahead to Khan Academy website, Khan Academy app. And I hope you guys are already having a lot of fun with the website, right? So here's the website, and anybody who does not have an account, you guys can ask your class teachers for the account. They'll give you the account and you can go ahead and start. Okay. Log in, change your password. It's going to be your private account. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we are at the landing page. And oh, just so you know, by the way, if you do not get an account from your class teacher, you can always create your own account. Okay. That is also very, very easy. All you need is your email ID. Okay. All right. Let's get started now. So here, right here, I have, well, the landing page. This is where you land. And today we are going to do geometry, right? And in geometry, the basics of geometry are, yes, properties of lines and angles, triangles, very, very important in geometry. And then one step further, quadrilaterals. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with triangles first. And then we go for the next one. Okay. So here we have triangle and its properties. And first we start with medians and altitudes. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So first things first. Do you know what altitudes are? Do you know what medians are? Yes? Quickly tell me right here in the chat if you know medians and altitudes. And then we start the video. Now, the thing about the video is that, very, very important by the way, the thing about the video is that when the video starts, I will not be speaking, right? So as soon as I start the video over here, you guys have to tell me. I will ask you with gestures, are you able to hear properly? Sound is okay or not? And everything. And you have to tell me. Okay? Yes? Deal? Ready? Okay? All right. Let me start the video right now.
Let us talk about altitudes of triangles. Altitudes of triangles is basically the height of the triangle. And imagine if any triangle is kept on a table, if we just measure the height of it, that is the length of altitude. How do we identify this altitude? Because this is the height, it is perpendicular to the base of the triangle. And because we have kept this triangle on some surface like a table, this is the distance between the base and the topmost point of the triangle. And so an altitude is basically a perpendicular dropped from any vertex to the opposite side. And because it's perpendicular, the angle that an altitude makes with the side of the triangle is 90 degrees. Now, what if we rotated this triangle? If we rotated this triangle, keeping this side as the base now, the height of the triangle will change. Now, this is the table base, and we will drop a perpendicular from the opposite vertex to the opposite side, and that will be the height of the triangle now. And this is 90 degrees. So I'll just label it as H1. And now let's rotate this triangle again, keeping this side as the base. We get something like this. And now here, the table is here with this side, and the height of this is this, like like this. And the altitude length is much larger in this case, as you can notice. So it's basically drawing a perpendicular from the vertex, the topmost point, to the opposite side. And so we just saw we can draw three altitudes for the given triangle, and their lengths are different. We can always name these altitudes by different points. So let's say this altitude is AM. In here, the triangle is rotated like this, ABC, and this altitude is CN. And in this triangle, we have the triangle placed like this, and the perpendicular drop would be called BO. There are different kinds of triangles as well. One of the triangles that we can think about is an acute angle triangle, where all the angles are acute. And so all the altitudes are inside the triangle. So this is acute angle triangle. But what about when we have an obtuse angle triangle, where one of the angles is an obtuse angle? If we have a triangle like this, the height of this triangle can be found by dropping the altitude from this vertex to the opposite side. But when we try to do that, we have to extend the side of the triangle which is at the base of it. So we could just name this triangle as ABC, and this BC is extended up to D, and AD is then the altitude. Rest of the altitudes are CE or say BF, which can be drawn like this by extending the opposite side. And this is how you can identify the altitudes of an obtuse angle triangle. Another kind of a triangle that we know of is a right angle triangle itself. And in right angle triangle, one of the altitudes is itself a side. So here AB is perpendicular to BC, and that's also an altitude of the triangle. And you can try drawing altitude from B to AC like this. And then CB is also an altitude to AB. Let's just name this point as N. So for every triangle, just remember that you have to drop a perpendicular from a given vertex to the opposite side in order to get the altitude of the triangle.
All right. So now that you have seen this video, right? Everybody understood? First of all, tell me properly if you guys understood everything. What is an altitude, right? We always drop an altitude from a vertex to the opposite side, right? Perpendicular from vertex to the opposite side. Very clear? Yes? Give me a thumbs up if you guys understood this. Inside an acute angle triangle, the altitudes are inside. In a right angle triangle, the altitude is one side itself. And in an obtuse angle triangle, the altitudes are outside. Right? Yes? Okay. I can see a lot of kids are here. Everybody understands. And, well, Vivek, hello, thank you. Okay, Sanjay understands. Oh, you're from Mumbai. All right. Santosh understands. Asmi understands. And, okay, Happy Mimi is from class 6. Oh, don't worry. Even if you're in grade 6 or 7 or 8, right? This is very important basics. So don't go, because you are going to learn something very new, very good, and it's always going to be helpful. Okay? Now, let's get to the fun part of it, right? A lot more fun, that is solving questions. Come on. Now, are you guys excited? Yes? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are excited, because we are going to go ahead, go for questions, and as soon as I show the question, the rule is, as soon as I show the question, you guys answer. Okay? We'll see who answers first. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at the chart right here, and we have learned about what is an altitude. Let's quickly go ahead, solve some questions on medians and altitudes. Okay? All right, let's start. Identify medians and altitudes. And here I have the first question. So the question says, in triangle PQR, S and T are the points on PQ such that PS is equal to QS and RT is perpendicular to PQ. Okay, so RT is perpendicular to PQ and PS is equal to QS. Now this is a triangle right here and the options are, let me show you the options. Options are RT is an altitude of triangle PQR, RS is a median of triangle PQR, RT is a median of triangle PQR, and RS is an altitude of triangle PQR. All right? Four options are there. You have to tell which option is correct. Got it? Yes? Come on, quickly tell me which is median, which is altitude. All right, all right, all right. I can see Monju says A and B. Okay, awesome. First one to answer right now. Manju says A and B. And who else says? Right here. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, so many people are saying. Satruguna says A and B. All right. Okay. Satruguna says A and B. Manju says, Bindu says C. All right. Bhargut says B. Okay. Arput says, Karthik says D. All right. Sumatra says A. And then we have Neeraj saying AB and Shikha saying AB. Okay. All right. A lot of different answers. Oh my God. So many people are giving answers. Okay. Let's see. Let's see which is the correct one. Yeah. What do you think, AB? I'm getting a lot of ABs here. Yes. Yes. Aman says AB. And Jayman says AB. Okay. Amulya says A. Jailash says A. All right. Dilip says, okay. The charts are going crazy. A and D, right? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see which one comes out. So, first things first. First things first. Altitudes are perpendiculars, right? Altitudes are always perpendiculars. So, here I have this as 90 degrees, right? You can see 90 degrees means perpendicular. So I can go ahead and say RT is perpendicular to the opposite side, which is PQ. So which will be altitude? Yes, perpendicular. So I will say RT is altitude. Make sense? Okay, all right. That's cool. That's good. Okay. Now let's go ahead talk about median. So what is a median? Median joins vertex to the midpoint of opposite side. Correct? Midpoint of opposite side. And what does midpoint do? Midpoint divides in equal parts. That means here it is given PS is equal to QS. Correct? You can see it's given PS is equal to QS. That means this over here is equal to this over here. So S is the midpoint. And if S is the midpoint, then RS is a median, right? Yes, RS is a median. So now we have altitude and median, correct? So what do we get? We get, yes, yes, everybody's happy. Okay, altitude is here, RT, RS is a median. Let's go ahead and answer. So which options are there? RS is a median, RT is an altitude. RT is an altitude, RS is a median. Options A and B, they are the correct ones. Yes, everybody got, a lot of people got correct. A and B are the correct options. Did everybody understand this? Yes? You all are getting this? Yes? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me in the chat. Yes, ma'am, we understand. We're good. We're good. Awesome. All right. All right. All right. I can see. Yes, everybody gets it. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and mark these options now. A and B are correct options. A and B. And then we go for a check. So, in every exercise question, you're going to have a check and a solution. So, nice. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yes. And now let's get to the next question. Are you guys ready? Next question. All right. All right. All right. Next question right here. Here is the next question. Which of these statements about the medians and altitudes are correct? Okay. Which of these statements about medians and altitudes are correct? And we have this triangle that is given. Okay. ABC triangle CD is both an altitude as well as median. All right, that's given here. CD is both an altitude as well as median. And then the options that are given are, ready for the options? Okay. Options that are given are CD is perpendicular to AB, AE is equal to BE, AD is equal to BD, and CE is perpendicular to AB. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Answers started coming. Started coming. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Who says? All right. Life Journey says A. Okay. Sarojini says B. Anshu says AB. Bandana says A. Krishna says A. All right. All right. And what else? Bhadragud says B. All right. Ankita says A. Then we have Siddeshwar saying AB. All right. And we have AC. Sumitra Boy saying AC. Bhavya saying AC. All right. We have Piyush Kumar saying CD. Anshika saying A. Sharudat saying A. Vijesh saying AC. Sharudat, what's your name, by the way? That's a cool username. All right. Chingy saying A. Trending Viral says A. Ramesh says A. All right. Then we have Shreya saying A. Surjit saying A. Okay, so many A's. So many A's. Okay, okay, all right. You guys are going crazy. Yes. Awesome. I can see a lot of people have answered questions by now, right? So let's see, let's see, let's see. Which is the answer then? And here we have. Keep giving your answers. Keep giving your answers. All right? Keep giving your answers. So, the idea here is CD is both an altitude as well as a median. That means CD is perpendicular because altitude is perpendicular, 90 degrees. So, CD is perpendicular, and if it is a median also, that means it's going to divide the opposite side into two equal parts. Make sense? Okay. So two equal parts means AD and DB. These two are equal, right? Okay. All right. So what do we get? Altitude says CD is an altitude. So CD is perpendicular to AB. Correct? That's what we get. Median says D is midpoint of AB. That means AD is equal to DB. And now that we have this, what do? We go ahead and check which option is correct, right? We have CD perpendicular to AB and we have AD is equal to DB, correct? And now we go ahead and check. So CD perpendicular to AB, option A works out. What else? We have AD is equal to DB. AD, this doesn't work. AD is equal to BD. Oh yeah, this works. So this checks out. CE is perpendicular to AB. No, CE is not perpendicular. We can see that. Yes, this is wrong. Okay. So what are the correct answers? Correct answers are A and C. Right? Yes? Tell me if everybody understands this. Give me a thumbs up if you've understood. The answer to this question will be yes, AC, right? AC, exactly, exactly, exactly. So, if all of you are clear and everybody understands, let's go ahead and check, right? We still have to put the answers in check. So, now, okay, okay, I can see a lot of people. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Thank you for telling me. Yes, yes. Okay. AC is the correct answer. And Sanjay gave me a thumbs up. You understand. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Babula gave me, Anushka gave me a thumbs up. Pritish gave AC. Biswajit says, oh, AB? Biswajit? You understood? Yes? All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and check. Okay. Now we go ahead and we say A and C. A and C. All right. Yes? Now, here we go for a check and see, all good. And if ever you are ever confused, right, when you're practicing at home and you get confused about the solution, you can always access the entire step-by-step solution from right here, which is this. Okay. For every question out there, there is a step-by-step solution. And do not forget the exercises. Okay. Now, in the last class, I had asked you to do the exercises, and I hope a lot of you have done the exercises. So, do tell me in the chat window if you guys have done the exercises, they were awesome and you loved it, right? Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and understand a little bit more, okay, about the triangles. Want to solve more questions? Yes? Let's go solve more questions. Here we go. All right. Now, here is a question, right? The question says over here, can you see this? Yes? In triangle ABC, right angled at A. In triangle ABC, right angled at A, AD is an altitude and AE is a median, right? Okay. AE is a median, AD is an altitude. We have to find out which of these statements about the medians and altitudes are correct. I'll show you the options. The options are, here we go. Here we go. Option A, AE perpendicular to BC. Okay. CD is equal to BD. All right. CE is equal to BE or AD perpendicular to BC. Okay. These are the four options. Choose. More than one can be correct. All right. Come on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I can see people have started giving the answers here. Okay. All right. All right. Ayan Malik says AC. Okay. Dipul says AC. Uh-huh. And Suhana says A and D. All right. Suhana says A and D. Dipul says AC. Prasanna says CD. All right. Bhavya says BD. Vrishali says AB. Sushma says AC. Siddeshwar says AC. All right. Here we have Sangamitra says AD. And Vrishali Payal. Okay. Payal, what's your answer? You're from JNV, huh? What's your answer, Payal? Sumit says CD. All right, Sumit. Shatruguna says AC. Okay. These answers are coming so quickly, I can't catch up. Okay. Vrishali. Yeah, yes, boy says AC. Virat Kohli says. All right, Virat Kohli, what's your name? Is it Virat Kohli? Okay. All right. Um, okay. Piyush Kumar says AB. Okay, okay. So many different answers. But what is happening here? What is happening here? First things first, we have to check, we have to look at what is given in the question, right? So what is given here? What can we see here? AD is an altitude, AD is an altitude, right? AE is a median. Now what happens with altitude? Altitudes are perpendicular always. Altitudes are perpendicular, so AD is an altitude, that means this is a perpendicular. That's it. And I will say AD is perpendicular to BC. Correct? That's it. We get from the altitude. Now, what about median? Median always connects vertex to the midpoint of opposite side, right? Vertex to midpoint of opposite side. So AE is a median. That means we have E being midpoint of the opposite side. Correct? If E is midpoint, E is midpoint, then what? We get this equal to this. That means we have CE equal to, we have CE equal to BE. Does that make sense? Yes? These are two things we have to keep in mind while solving for answers, right? Okay, okay. All right, all right. Let me go ahead, scroll up a little bit so that the options are visible. And now you can see that right here, which option matches? AD perpendicular to BC, AD. This doesn't work. AE is not perpendicular. CD is equal to BD. No, that also doesn't work. CE is equal to BE. Yes, this works. And AD perpendicular to BC. Yes, this also works. Right? Did you get that? Yes? So A doesn't work, B doesn't work, C and D work. All right? Okay, all right, all right. Now that we have this, let's go ahead and answer. Okay? All right, all right. Can you see the screen clearly? Yes? Okay. Acha, somebody is asking question. Somebody is asking a question. Oh, the chats went away. All right, all right. Uh, yes, yes. All of these questions are in the Khan Academy website. The exercises will take you to the link, right? The link in the exercises will take you to Khan Academy website and app. All right. Okay. All right. I hope your doubt is cleared. So let's go ahead and draw C and D. C and D. Give me a thumbs up right now if you guys understood this. Yes? Tell me, yes, ma'am, we understood. I'm gonna check C and D. Go for a check. So, yes, awesome, all good, right? Okay, okay, all right. C and D. Everybody understands? Yes? Okay, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the next question. Here we go. Here is the next question. Now, oh, we've seen this question before. I'm gonna skip this. Yes, skip. And we go to another question. All right. Oh, this one looks interesting. This one looks interesting. So, here we have the next question that says, in triangle ABC, ready? Ready for the next question? Yes. So, in triangle ABC, D and E are points on BC such that BE is equal to CE. Okay, so BE is equal to CE is given here. That means I can say, where is BE? BE is right over here. This and CE is right over here. BE is equal to BE is equal to CE. That is given here, right? Okay, all right. What are the answers? By the way, what are the answers you're getting? Yes, people are getting answers. Uh-huh. What are the answers that you're getting? Oh, A and D. All right. All right. A and D. Who says? Uh-huh. I just saw. I just saw. Okay. 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 Oh, wow. Your chats are going crazy. All right. All right. I can't catch up with your answers right now. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. So many people are saying A and D. Here we have. Okay. Mamta says A and B. All right. Pulkit says AD. Lippy says AD. Jaideep says CD. All right. Then we have Lakshmi saying yes. Okay, Lakshmi. Akshita saying AD. Then we have Ashfar saying an answer. Okay. Ankshita saying CD. All right. Vignesh saying, oh, okay. All right. Anshu saying, oh, your answer just went away. All right, the chats are going crazy. Yeah, keep giving your answers. Do let me know what your answers are. And let's solve. Let's solve. Let's solve. I can see AD a lot of people are getting. AC a lot of people are getting. Okay. All right. So, first things first. BE is equal to CE is given. And what is given? AD perpendicular to BC. Right? AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular to BC. So now think about it. F is such a point on AB such that EF is perpendicular to AB, right? EF is perpendicular to AB. So EF is perpendicular to AB. Now, how do we figure it out? Think about it. Whenever there is perpendicular, there is altitude, right? Perpendicular from opposite vertex to opposite side is altitude. So look at the perpendiculars here. I have AD perpendicular to BC. That means this line over here, and BC, that means AD is an altitude. AD is altitude, right? Next is I have EF perpendicular to AB. EF is this line right here. That means it is also going to be altitude of which triangle? It is going to be EF is altitude of which triangle? This smaller triangle, right? Let me write here this smaller triangle. That means of triangle EAB. Correct? And we have AD is an altitude of triangle ABC. Yes? Yes? Okay. What else is there? We have BE is equal to CE. BE is equal to CE. That means E is midpoint. And the line joining midpoint of a side to opposite vertex is median. So BE right here is equal to CE. E is a midpoint. And I can go ahead and say this is a midpoint. I have AE as a median, right? So AE is a median. Of which triangle? Of triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Yes? Yes? Okay? All right. So now we go ahead and check. We have AD is altitude. Okay. AE is a median. So median, 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 median. AE is a median. AD is not a median. This goes away. Right? Okay. What else? EF is an altitude. EF is an altitude of which triangle? EF is an altitude of triangle EAB, not triangle ABC. That's very important, right? So EF is an altitude, but not of triangle ABC. So this will be wrong. And what else we have? We have AD is an altitude of triangle ABC, right? AD is an altitude of triangle ABC. So we go ahead, say AD is an altitude of triangle ABC. This is correct. Yes? So what is the answer now? Yes? B and C are the correct options. B and C are the correct options, right? Tell me in the chat right now if everybody understands how BC is the correct option. D is wrong, right? Okay, all right, all right. Yes, I can see a lot of people right here giving me yes, yes. Very good, very good. Okay, all right. Sumitra gets it. Bhavya gets it. Savitri gets it. All right. Bhagwat gets it. Jyoti gets it. All right. Ahmad got BC. Shubhankar Sahu gets it. Yes, yes. Jyoti gets it. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and check then. All right. BC. BC is the correct answer. And we go ahead. B and C. And go for a check. Yay. All good. All good. All right. So over here, you can see that even though EF is a perpendicular, it is an altitude of the smaller triangle, not the bigger triangle ABC, right? Yes. Okay. Now that we have had a good amount of fun with these questions, let's get to the next one, which is quadrilaterals. All right. Let's get to the next one, which is quadrilaterals. And we go back to the explore page. We go to the chapter of quadrilaterals. Now, tell me, everybody, who knows what quadrilaterals are? Yes? Okay. All right. Quadrilaterals. Here we go. Kinds of quadrilaterals, right? Different kinds of quadrilaterals are there. And then we have different types of parallelograms, right? So parallelograms are a special type of quadrilateral where there is both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. And out of those parallelograms also, there are special types of parallelograms, right? Okay. So quadrilaterals are having four sides, figures, closed polygons having four sides. Now, in those quadrilaterals also, we have a special type, that is a parallelogram. And in parallelogram also, we have special types of parallelogram. That is, yes, rhombus, rectangle, and square. Correct? Okay. All right. All right. I can see you guys get this. Okay. So over here, I'm going to start the session. I'm going to start the video. And what do we do? What do we do? When the video starts, the video will play. I will not speak. So I will ask you with my gestures, tell me whether the sound is all right. You're getting it. You're understanding it. All right. Yes. Rule is okay. Okay. All right. We go ahead. Special parallelograms. And here we go with the video. Okay.
We have a parallelogram ABCB. Now, since it is a parallelogram, it has certain properties. The first one being opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel and equal. So AB is parallel to CD and equal to CD. Similarly, AD is parallel to BC and equal to BC. Another property is opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Then another important property is that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Let us draw the diagonals and let them intersect at O. Now, once we see that they bisect each other, it means that one diagonal divides the other diagonal into two equal parts. So AO is equal to OC and DO is equal to DO. Okay. Now, how about if we draw one parallelogram in which all the angles are equal? A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to D, and let them be equal to X. Now, since it is a quadrilateral, it will fulfill the angle sum property, that is, sum of all angles will be equal to 360 degrees. So angle A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 360 degrees. That is X plus X plus X plus X is equal to 360 degrees. So 4 times X is 360 degrees, which gives us that X is equal to 90 degrees. Now I'll have to reconstruct it again in order to make these angles to be 90 degree. So once we do that, we get something like this. Isn't this shape a rectangle? So can we say that a rectangle is a parallelogram in which every angle is right angle? So a rectangle is a special kind of parallelogram, but since it is a parallelogram, it fulfills all the properties of parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, opposite angles are equal, the diagonals will bisect each other, but it will also have certain properties of its own. One being that the angle is 90 degree, every angle is 90 degree. Now, another property is something related to diagonals. Let us look into it. Let's draw the diagonals intersecting at O again. Now, if we take this triangle ADC, let's keep it to one side, and this triangle BDC, the pink one, let's keep it to another side. If we look at these triangles, we'll see that AD is equal to BC. These are the opposite sides of rectangle. Angle D is equal to angle C, the right angles, right? And DC is the common side over here. So these two triangles are congruent by SAS, congruency criteria, which gives us that the side AC is equal to side BD by CPCT. AC and BD are the diagonals. So in a rectangle, the diagonals bisect each other because it is a parallelogram and they are equal. Okay. Now, how about we do some more modifications?
All right. So till now, is everybody understanding this? Yes? Everything is clear? You are understanding the properties of rectangle? That means the two diagonals of a rectangle are equal to each other and they bisect each other. Right? You understood this? Yes? Everything good? Okay, okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm going to start the video again. Okay? All right, everything's clear. The volume is clear. The sound is clear. The video is clear. Yes? Okay. All right. All right. Oh, we're going to go a little bit further today. A little bit further. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's solve some questions. Okay. So we've learned about the diagonals and come on, come on, come on. Let me go ahead. Two questions and we go solve these. So we just learned about the diagonals and classifying rectangles, squares, and rhombuses. Okay. So let's go ahead, solve the first question. Very, very easy. Okay. Here's the first question. Who all are you ready? Tell me quickly what the answer is going to be. The following shapes all belong to the same group. Okay. So here we have this, this, and this. And the sides are given here, right? Can you see this properly? I'm going to increase this. Yes. Can you see this properly? Yes. Okay. Now, all of these shapes have 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Which of the following shapes belong in the group? Okay. So, what is a group, by the way? Which group is this? This group is which one? Is it a square? Is it a rectangle? Is it a rhombus? It is just a parallelogram? Yeah? Okay, all right. You can see that over here we have, this is a square, all four sides are equal and all four angles are 90 degrees. So this is a special type of a rectangle, that is a square, and here's another square, and here's another square. So all three are squares, correct? All three are squares because 90 degrees all four angles and all four sides are equal. Okay, so the group is square. Now let's go ahead and check which of the following belongs in this group. That means which is a square. So is this a square? Ye square hai kya? Yeah. Is option A a square? No, no. Option A is not square, right? What about option B? What about option B? Yes, is it a square? No, no. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That means it's a pentagon, right? It's a pentagon. So it's not a square. What about this one? What about this one? C. Is it a square? No, no. It is not a square either, because here as well you can see that there are four angles that are 90 degrees, but all four sides are not equal, right? Yes, I can see. All of you get that. So no, this is not a square. And what else? Option D. Option D says, yes, we have 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter, 9 meter. All four sides are equal and all four angles are 90 degrees. Yes? So option D is the correct answer. Everybody gets it. Tell me you understand. Yes? Okay. Option D is the correct answer. Option D is a square right here. And we go ahead and check. Go for a check. Okay, okay, great. Now, let's go to one more question, yeah? One more question. Okay, I know. Come on, we're having so much fun. And you guys have so much fun. And we started with some technical difficulties. So, let's go ahead. One more question, yeah? Give me a thumbs up for one more question. Here we go. One more question. And we have, look at the following shapes. All right. Look at the following shapes. We have a rectangle, right? This is a rectangle. Then we have another square. Okay. And then we have another square. All right. Now, classify the shapes is what is given, right? So the first one is, the first one is a rectangle. Exactly. The first one is, has all four angles 90 degrees and all four sides are not equal, right? So here we go. In case, do all of these shapes belong to these group, right? So first one is a rectangle. Second one is a square, but then square is a special type of rectangle, right? Think about it. Square is a special type of rectangle. So every square can be said to be a rectangle also. Okay, so then I can say this is a rectangle as well as a square, both, right? Similarly, this one is also rectangle and a square, both. So then which group do they all belong in? Yeah, they all of them belong in, yes, rectangles, yes, rectangles, I'm going to go for yes, and squares, no. Only two are squares. The third one is not a square. This is not a square, right? So I will say no. Okay. So rectangles, yes. Square, no. And we go ahead and check. Okay. So do all of the shapes belong to this group? All of the shapes belong to rectangle and not square, right? Yes. Does everybody understand this? All of these belong to rectangle, but one does not belong to square. So that is why square will not be an answer. Yes? Everybody gets it? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and check. Awesome. All good. Yes. Yes. I know. See, we are having fun. Okay. So You guys are having fun with math. I'm having fun with math. We started a little bit later, so let's just go ahead. Yeah, a little bit later. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Now, one more question. One more question. Yes. Yes. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready for one more question. Come on, we are on a roll now. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and go for one more question. Okay? Yes, yes, I can see, I can see, I can see. All right. Now, here we go. Understanding quadrilaterals. We have done squares and rectangles. Let's go ahead and talk about now identify the quadrilateral. Okay, so here we go. What kind of quadrilateral is this shape shown? So, what do you think? This right here is a shape. And what kind of quadrilateral is this? Choose all answers that apply. So, is it a parallelogram, a rhombus, a rectangle, or a square? Yeah? Yes? What is it? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? Parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, or a square? And here is the shape. Now here, you can see that you have the sides that are parallel given here. That means opposite sides are parallel and the units are given here as well, right? You can see that all four sides are 5 units, 5 units, 5 units, 5 units, right? So what is the answer? All of these are 5 units, all four sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel and equal also. That means, yes, 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 I can see people giving me answers. Okay, okay, all right, let's see. We have Alom saying A, Bidu saying A, Gorakhnath saying B, Sumitra saying A, B, C. Okay, and then we have Gauri saying, Shiksha saying A, Lakshmi saying B, Pratish saying B, A, B. Okay, all right. Pratish is saying A, B. Nandini is saying, oh yes, Nandini, what's your answer? All right. Here we have Ashfar Ali saying AB, Renu Gautam saying, okay, Alom saying D, Monju Devi saying A. All right. Gautam Ryan saying A, Gayatri saying A, Namina saying A. Okay, all right. What about the rest of ones? Parallelogram? Of course. Of course, this is parallelogram, right? Of course, this is parallelogram because opposite sides are equal and parallel. So, yes, it is parallelogram. But what else? Is it a rhombus also? Huh? Yes, it is a rhombus also, right? Because all four sides are equal. So, a parallelogram that has all four sides equal is a rhombus also. So, this is a rhombus. Also, it's a special type of parallelogram. So I will say, yes, rhombus works also. Yes. Okay. What about rectangle? Is it a rectangle? Huh? Is it a rectangle or a square? Come on, look at the figure. Is it a rectangle? No. No. Angles are not 90 degrees, right? In a rectangle or a square, here, these angles, I can see that. Here, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, they are not 90 degrees. Angles are not 90 degrees here. That means we will say rectangle, no, square, no. Yes? Do you guys understand this? For rectangle and square, we need angles to be 90 degrees, right? So, no for rectangle, no for square, because angles are not 90 degrees, but we have yes for parallelogram and yes for rhombus. Okay? So, the options A and B are correct. Do you guys get this? Yes? Everybody gets this? All right, A and B are correct. I can see everybody gets this. And now we go ahead and write our answer. Let's go for a check. Final check. A and B. I have marked and now I go for a check. Yay! Awesome. All good. A and B as the answer. And now do you guys understand how to check if a given quadrilateral is parallelogram or a special type of a parallelogram, that is a rhombus, or a special type of a rhombus, that is a square, or another special type of a parallelogram, that is a rectangle? Yes? Everybody understands the check? Okay. All right. All right. AB is the answer here. We're good to go. Give me a thumbs up if you all understand this. Yes, ma'am, we understand. Good to go. Yes? Okay. All right. All right. Now, let's go ahead. And you guys have been awesome. So now let's go back right here. We are back at the exercise. And let me tell you, if you guys have not downloaded the exercise link right now, copy the exercise link. You will find the exercise link in the description and you will find it in the chat box also. Okay. And these are summer, right? Masti time, math time, and masti with math time. So now we have done a good class and I'm going to ask for a promise. It is time for me to ask for a promise. So everybody, I want you to promise me right now that yes, ma'am, we are going to do the exercise and we are going to come next Saturday right here with the exercise. Come on, give me that promise in the chat window, right, ma'am? Right? Tell me right now, yes, ma'am, I promise I will do the exercise. Yes? Okay, yeah, the class is done. We are winding down. And at the end of the class, I like to take a promise. Okay? So, come on, everybody. How many of you are going to do the exercise and how many of you are going to promise right now? Yes, I will do the exercise and I promise. Yes? Okay. 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 I will hold you. I will hold you to those promises. All right. I can see. Yes. Balveer says yes. Yes. You will do this. Yes. Okay. Bibu says, yes, I promise. Monju says, yes, I promise. Hemlata says, yes, I promise. Okay. Anshika says, yes, promise. Okay. Awesome. Yes, we are winding down. We're good with the class. We are done with the class. All right. This is the schedule, right? For those of you who do not have the schedule, this is the schedule. We meet every Saturday, every week for English classes. Hindi ke liye, if anybody is interested in Hindi, you can go to Hindi page, Khan Academy ka Hindi channel, and you will find Hindi classes on Wednesdays. Okay? All right? Now, I can see. Oh, yes. Jaideep says, I'll promise. Yes. Lucifer says, I promise. Gayatri says, yes. Time to practice. Okay. Jahangir says, yes, you promise. Okay. Awesome. Zeenat says, promise. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Whoever made the promise, thank you. I will hold you to it. When we come to the next class, which is next Saturday, I will hold you to that promise. Okay. I will ask you, and you guys tell me, yes, ma'am, we promised you, and we did the exercise. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is summer. This is musty time. Go ahead, do a lot of musty and do some math also. So musty with math and go ahead, have fun, enjoy. Until next time, happy learning. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. You've been awesome. You've been awesome.